What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to the CryptoInvestar Podcast, the podcast where we talk crypto without the confusing jargon, without hyping off your head, and with a touch of daily life. The CryptoInvestar Podcast. I'm your host, Daniel Reinhardt, and today I want to have one of those, if only I knew back then what I know now type of talks. Because let me be honest with you, I made mistakes. I made big mistakes. I make big ones. The kind of mistakes that made my wallet cry. So today I want to share with you basically 5 things that I wish somebody told me before I got into crypto. The stuff that would have saved me money, that would have saved me time and some sleepless nights. Googling, is this coin a scam? Imagine at 3 a.m. in the night, but yourself on Google, trying to Google if this coin is a scam. Let's dive in. One of the things that I've really understood with the time is never to buy a coin that you cannot explain to people. And I've been talking about this in my several other episodes. And I know that this one sounds so simple, but it is a lifesaver. When I was starting out, I would see people posting coins on Twitter, like, bro, this one is about to moon. And without even thinking, I would throw my little money in. But here's the problem. I couldn't even explain what the coin actually did if you gave me a microphone and 10 minutes. So imagine this. You are at a party and somebody asks, so Daniel, what does this coin you invested in do? And then I reply like, I think it's gonna be big in the metaverse, or maybe it's a DeFi something, or I'm not sure, but I'm sure it's going to moon. Bro, that is a red flag. And I've learned that if you can't explain that particular cryptocurrency to a 12-year-old cousin or your grandma, if she or he is still there, if you cannot explain them what that coin can do in simple words, then you probably shouldn't be investing in it. For example, Bitcoin is a digital money that you can send online without a bank. It is a peer-to-peer transaction cryptocurrency. Ethereum is a platform where people build apps and run on blockchain. Chainlink, it gives real-world data to the blockchain. If it takes you a YouTube deep dive and 3 articles to explain it, maybe you should leave it alone. You do not understand it, and it's probably a scam. So, the rule of a thumb is that if you can't sell it with your mouth, then don't buy it with your money. And I think these are some of the things that I look at right now and I'm like, yeah, if I knew these kind of things before getting deep in crypto, they would have saved me a lot. Another thing that I think is actually so important and people are not focusing on it, but it is one of the core things that I look at before getting into any crypto, is that I don't invest in coins with over 1 billion supply. That's me in particular, and that's what I believe in according to my own experience in crypto. So here is another rookie mistake that I made. So I used to see coins with 500 trillion supply, and I think, bro, it's so cheap, and it's only just 0.0000001 or 04 per coin, and if it hits $1, I'll be a millionaire. You know? Yeah, but it doesn't work like that. Supply matters. If a coin has too many in circulation, the chances of it hitting big prices are super low. And right now, at this point in time where we have over 20,000 cryptocurrencies out there in the market, all trying to compete for us, the market, it has even become extremely hard. There are those coins you will see on CoinMarketCap that started around 10 years ago, around 2016, around 2017. And most of them are actually up there around 0.1, 0.01, but they started really very, very small, 0.0000 something. But of course, people who have held those coins have really been extremely patient. And right now, it's very hard to find a person holding billions of it because most of them have sold. So even those that are existing with billions and billions, they have been here for long. And right now, a new crypto with billions and billions, it's really rare and it's very hard for it to hit big prices. So let me give you a real world example right here. Imagine that you have a rare limited edition sneaker and only 100 pairs are in the world, and each is priced at 10,000 US dollars. Now imagine that there are 10 million of those sneakers. Then the price would be probably $5 at your local market. This is the same with crypto. Scarcity adds value. Okay, so I personally avoid meme coins. I've successfully avoided Shiba Inu, not because I'm stupid, but it's because I have values that I follow. I have principles of investment that I follow. I've avoided Dogecoin Mars, which is, it has 1 quadrillion supply. No. Thank you. I'll not buy that one. So there are also these random new coins promising $1 or $2 or $0.50 whatsoever, but having 500 million billions in supply. And I was like, no. This is not the kind of investment I would really want to be in. We can't fight for these billions. So unless the project bans coins aggressively or has a clear or clever tokenomics plan, it's like chasing a mirage in a desert. So coins with too much supply are like those forwarded WhatsApp messages. So they look exciting, but they are actually very fake and they have no feeling or emotions attached to them. It is also important to find out that these old coins are safer than the new coins, even if they are actually not trending. So if you gave me an option of me investing in a new meme coin or in a new crypto that I do not actually understand in depth, I would rather choose investing in much older coins that have proved sustainability. Now, this one was a tough pill to swallow because, like every newbie, I wanted a new shiny coin, a coin that is trading, a coin that everybody is talking about. I thought old coins are boring. and I just wanted that fresh new moonshot. But you know what? I've realized that old coins are like those old family cars. They may not be the fastest, but they will get you home safe. And that's it. They are not the fastest, but they will always get you home safe. So take Zilliqa, take VeChain, take eCash. They are not as hyped now, but they've survived multiple market crashes. They've been here for time. I've been here with Zilliqa 3 years ago. It happening the way it's happening right now. It was the way it was right now. So when the market bleeds, these are the coins that don't just disappear like vapor. And it's like in life, friends that you've had for many years may not be the loudest, may not be the most exciting ones, but they will answer your call at even 3 a.m. in the night. So that is the same with these old cryptocurrency tokens. So they may not give you a 1,000 times growth overnight, but they will likely still be around next year. And sometimes survival alone is victory in crypto. If a crypto token can survive, that alone is success. Because we've seen so many crypto that come and disappear in just 2-3 years, and people have just invested in waiting for it to grow, waiting for it to establish its infrastructures or developments, and then it goes bankrupt and disappears. I've also come to realize that if a coin says recruit, I do not join it. This one nearly had me broke. I fell for those projects that said invite your friends and earn more. The problem, when a project aims, when the project's main value comes from bringing people in, then probably it is a Ponzi. Because we've seen the likes of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Monero growing authentically without needing for recruits and whatsoever, and it's just a word of mouth from one person to another because the technology is amazing. So think about it this way. If the technology is good, people will naturally talk about it. The word of mouth, that is the best marketing tool, and it's very powerful. And I think the growth of these cryptocurrencies should actually and always happen organically. Imagine you find an amazing restaurant. You will tell your friends naturally because the food they have is simply amazing and good. Not because you will earn a plate of rice if they come. And that is the same with crypto. If they start saying recruit and earn, then definitely I'll pack my bags and go. So good technology basically markets itself, and bad technology recruits desperate people. So if Bitcoin had needed recruitment bonuses in 2009, I'm very sure and 100% sure that we wouldn't be here right now in 2025. There's this thing that I've really noticed over time, and I don't know your perception about it and what you think about it, but I think coins with their own blockchains are usually legit, but the growth is always very slow. I don't know. But I think now this one is definitely very tricky, and I think most of the people are not going to come in terms with it, because I know that most people are dealing with coins that are built on other smart contracts, on Ethereum, on Solana, and they are also successful. But this is I'm simply building my other point here. I believe that when a coin builds its own different and unique blockchain, of course, when necessary, when it has a solution, it is bringing into the industry, meaning that it doesn't depend on Ethereum or Binance chain, it usually means that they are very serious. They've invested their time in building that technology, and definitely they know what they are doing. But now here's the catch. The growth is always very, very slow. And I think one of the reasons is because it's like opening your own shop instead of renting a stall in a big market. It's like you're trying to independently establish your new venture into a market that already has existing products same as yours. So it would be really very hard for you to capture attention. So in a big market, you get foot traffic, we all know. Now on your own, you need marketing, you need security, you need payment systems, and you need everything. And I've seen this with stuff like Theta. I've seen it with stuff like Eternity. You've seen it happening with Waves. You've seen it happening with Zerica. These are very solid projects. They are solid projects built from scratch. They have their own chains, but unless they have the crazy marketing budgets, it takes longer for people to notice them, trust them, join them, grow them, be a part of them. So some of these projects actually die quietly with the time, not because they are actually scams, but because nobody talks about them. They are not getting into business. They are not getting anywhere with people. And I think this comes, with market, with timing, with sometimes with the luck. So now I invest very carefully in this. In most cases, I admire their ambitions, but I always have to manage my expectations. So my closing thoughts are like, don't buy a coin if you cannot explain it. Avoid scams with a billion supply. Old coins are boring but are a little bit safe. If it says to recruit, then probably it's a scam. And these cryptos with their own blockchain simply, in most cases, grow slowly. I think crypto is fun. It is exciting, but if you treat it like gambling, then it will treat you like a broke gambler. So I always advise my people and tell them, do your own research. And it is very, very advisable to remain as patient as possible. And have principles. Know where your stand is. I don't know why you invest in Zerica and then the other month you're selling it for Theta. As if before joining it, you didn't make a thorough research and, you just bumped into it. So it's better to make slow, steady gains than one big hit followed by a heartbreak. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And if you loved this very episode, share it with your crypto curious friends. And if you didn't, still share it. Help a brother out. Next time, stay safe, stay smart, and stay hungry for knowledge. Peace. Let me see you very soon.